This is a Kmart Studios production, sponsored by MJB Electric and Doug's a Chiropractic. Welcome to the ZaBillsPodcast. If this is your first time, we discuss everything Buffalo Bills. Thank you and enjoy the show. Go Bills.
Listener's discretion is advised. ZaBillsPodcast.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
In 5, 4, 3.
All right, Bills fans, welcome in to... Sorry, I had to start the YouTube. Welcome to the ZaBills channel. The Buffalo Bills handedly beat the Jets 35-8 the other day. Mitch Trubisky had the game of his life, almost 300 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, only a couple missed throws. I don't know what you really want to take out of the game other than Brandon Cooks is the Bills' number 1 wide receiver right now, and they had him sit. James Cook, ran for 15 yards maybe?
About that, I think.
And he ended up getting the rushing title. Let's see, what else do you get out of that?
Thanks, Baltimore, for not running Henry in the second half of the game.
You know what? How many other games did that happen where the Ravens either had the lead or were within striking distance and they give up the run game when Derrick Henry was running quite well? Like, maybe those are fireable offenses.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's similar to like what we talk about with McDermott, how you got to at least look at it and find out. Maybe Harbaugh bought a little extra with he has a Super Bowl on his resume, but I think you have to look at things like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, he had 112 yards in the first half, I believe it was. And he finished with like 120.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to do something like that. Like, I feel like Henry, you want to spell him because he's getting older, even though he doesn't look like it. You still got to give him, just give him the ball and let him go.
Right.
I thought we were in the bus coming home from the game Sunday night when they kept talking about Henry has this many yards, Henry has that many yards, and I was like, there's no way that he doesn't overtake Cook by the end of this game.
I'd like the same thing.
How would you 100 and something in the first half or
112
whatever?
in the first half, and he needed 150 or
right.
something, and he ended up with like 120.
You can just give him, you can give it to him on first downs, and he would get that. Mm-hmm. But they didn't even run him, and then towards the end of the game, when I'm watching, going, okay, Cook may end up with this because he's not on the field. And to me, that's more of a, like you said, Denny, that's more of a fireable offense than anything. Mm-hmm. Forget the missed field goal and that lost them the game and all that. I'd fire him just on that principle. Right, you got the best running back in the league, minus ours, of course. Why are you not using him? It's almost equivalent to first and goal or whatever in goal. You're going to win the Super Bowl, and you have Marshawn Lynch, so throw the ball.
Throw the ball.
You know what I mean? Even the refs were like, why would they throw the ball? They have Marshawn. Why are you not handing it to him?
Yep.
And especially when you're up, right? Because that, especially at the end of the game, went back and forth. Use him to run the clock. That's football 101.
Yeah, it was weird that they turned, like, and the passing game was working for them. They had some amazing plays, but it was weird that they just kind of totally went away from the run.
I will tell you that with that game, it was nice to watch that game and not really give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because how many times have we watched those games where you're like 13 seconds? It was nice to not care.
At the end of it, it was crazy with the kickers.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Boswell missed it, and then Tyler Loop missed it.
Yep.
I mean, I guess that's a kind of a question. If the other kicker doesn't miss it, does John Harbaugh was he not fired? If he would have made the kick.
At least not this week he wouldn't have been.
Right. Well, they wouldn't have fired him yet because they would need him for sure. But, it's a Tomlin. Tomlin's on the winning end of that because the field goal missed.
Yep.
Right? So.
Catman 089 wants to know what we think about them Cowboys. They suck.
Yeah, I think they suck, yeah.
Good quarterback. They suck.
I mean, Dak had quite a year.
Yeah, he was like third or fourth, I think, in yards for the quarterbacks, I think. So he had a couple good wide receivers, George Pickens and
I would take Lamb. Pickens all day long.
Yeah.
And CD's just he's in a league of his own.
Yeah. Speaking of kickers, Dennis, Prater hurt again. Hurt again.
So we were talking about coaching a little while ago. So that's kind of something that I was thinking about too. Was that why have Prater go into that game, and why not save him another week for the playoffs instead of? I mean, I guess you want to see what he can do. I guess. But don't you kind of already have what you know what you have?
Not at the stage in his career. No.
Well, that's what I was thinking. You know what you have already. You just give him an extra week of rest, and especially with he's 41 or whatever he is, give him an extra week of rest and let him kick in the playoffs. Now I don't know how he is right now, but now we have to kind of scramble,
right?
And you don't want. Of course, you want to go for more fourth downs, but at the same time, you don't want to be without a kicker when you absolutely need one,
right?
And I mean, Jacksonville's kicker is like one of the best. I can't think of his name.
Cam Little.
Little.
He hit a 67
record.
the other day.
I thought it was 68.
He won short of the record, but this was
indoor. Is that right?
Yes, and this was the longest outdoor kick.
And then in the preseason this year, he kicked 70, but that's preseason, so
yeah,
nobody cares, I guess.
But
so who's the kicker that we signed to the practice squad? Who is this guy? K. Wright?
He had a Texans jersey on, I think. I forgot his name.
Oh.
Nothing special. Nothing where I was like, oh wow, that's that guy.
Well, it just goes to show you how much Prater means to this team.
There you go.
Just so you guys know, Easton Mitchell on the YouTube Live would like to just tell you 6'7", 6'7", 6'7".
Yeah, 6'7".
Oh, I still don't know what the hell that means. I don't think anybody
means
knows.
nothing. It means nothing.
It's like it's who's on first.
I don't get it. So like you kind of wonder about kids these days, like with things like that. But then you look back to like Beavis and Butthead in the '90s, and you're like, all right, well, I mean.
Well,
and
these people are all kinds of fans. We got a Dolphin fan here. We got
Bears.
a Steeler fan, a Bears fan.
Oh, yeah.
However, who's this? I can't read it because I'm getting old. But it's Chris Herbeck. F the Jags.
Wait a minute. That SOB can't be here, but he's watching the live feed, trolling people.
Listen, he's busy, but he's dedicated. See?
I love it. Thanks, Herb. I hope he subscribed. Yeah, he would be if he found this. Anyways.
I always laugh at the 6'7" thing because I think I still laugh about like 69 all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and that was kind of the thing, like from our
69 is so old,
but it's still funny.
I know it is.
69.
Mike, while we're talking about the Bills-Jets game, you were only person at this panel who went and attended the most likely last game of a Bills playing in Rich Stadium, Ralph Wilson, Highmark.
Yep.
What'd you think?
Overall, it was a great experience. I watched, literally, I'm not kidding, watched grown men cry at the end of that game all around me. People were crying left and right.
Crying?
I was
There's
not
no
there.
Crying in baseball?
Yeah, I definitely was not there. The ceremony, and I put that in very thick quotes, ceremony, was lackluster to say the least. I was a little disappointed with that. I was telling these guys, Denny, before you got here, that I was fortunate enough to go to the last game of the Odd.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't tell you who we played. I know we won. I remember we won. I couldn't tell you who we played, but I remember everything that happened after. Rick Jenneret's speech, LaFontaine doing his lap and scoring in the last goal in the net, all that kind of stuff. This game, it was a stay in your seats for a presentation after, and it was the video, and that was it. And no one said a word. There was nothing on. So that was kind of disappointing. However,
what was the video?
It was just a history, things that have happened at the stadium over the 53 years. Everything from
You didn't see this with the Goo Goo Dolls track playing in the background?
Iris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
It was like a highlight film, basically.
Where did you watch it? YouTube?
Just not on YouTube, but like videos of people taking video.
That's
the presentation.
what I saw. Yeah.
The Goo Goo Dolls actually tweeted how cool it was for them to, and I think there was a little undertone of we would have come and done that.
I was going to say it would have been better if you were there and they asked you to come and spoke and whatever.
Yeah.
It would have been cool.
I thought it was kind of cool how like CBS stayed on the crowd though, at least like usually
Yes.
they cut away to the next game. Like I think somebody wants to hit a button because like it happened for like 5 seconds
And it went immediately to the Broncos game.
Yeah. But then it came back to the stadium, and there wasn't a lot to do like you were saying, but it was kind of cool that they kind of at least talked about it and stuff like that. And like I think McCourty, one of the announcers, he tweeted after the game a picture of the stadium and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of cool that people actually paid attention to it. I know I watched NFL Primetime with Chris Berman on ESPN, and they had a big thing about the stadium 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
He probably did more shit about the stadium in that little bit that was more meaningful to us than the stadium itself put on.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I love Chris Berman.
He's the best. Circle the wagons.
Yeah, that's right.
It was cool though. Before the game started, Pagula went out on the field, and I don't know if they showed this on TV, but they had basically Bill's royalty out there with them. You know, all the Thurman and Jim Kelly and all those guys. So that was kind of cool. But that was pregame.
Was there a chant of "Thanks for firing Kevin Adams"?
No. However, did you guys on TV? Did you hear the Reggie chants? That was cool.
No.
It happened a couple.
For Gilliam.
A couple times towards the end of the game, they were trying to get Gilliam out there.
Yeah.
No, they never even put him out there. And he tweeted after the game too, that, you know, Bill's Mafia, you guys are amazing, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. But it was at that point, you're winning whatever it was, 38, whatever.
Yeah.
You put him in. Why not?
Maybe in the playoffs they'll get
You know. So then, one last thing though. They gave us towels when we walked in, and Mike from MJB got one for the podcast. And then they gave us
Zoom on here, yeah.
commemorative coins too. And I circled back and almost got arrested, but got one for the podcast too.
Nice.
So that's
Yep.
So those were cool. Well, the towel was whatever. The coin's cool.
Yeah.
Did you see anybody get away with any
Toilet
stadium,
seats or bathroom doors?
No,
or
but I did
anything?
see the AI
The
thing of
trough from the urinal?
No, I did see an AI thing of a girl trying to steal, in quotes again, Josh's urinal, and the cops are running out behind her. It was fake, obviously, but it was still really funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. I saw a lot of people posting online that they like broke off the cup holders off the seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happened right in
And
front of
took
us. They
those.
kicked it right off. Yeah,
I actually have one of those.
did you kick it off?
Well, when I was a senior in high school, we played at the Ralph for like the Section 6 championship for football. And I remember I didn't even do it intentionally. I was just like standing on them because we won.
And it broke off.
And it broke off, so I took it.
Nice.
And so I got in like a box somewhere in my, basement.
Yeah, guy right at the end of the game, right in front of us, didn't give a shit. He was making a racket, kicked it right off. No one said anything to him. So
Yeah, my I won't tell this story.
Not safe for
I was going to blow up somebody's spot, but I didn't. Yes, I know somebody. Let's say that I know somebody who tried to take the seat, the back off of their seat,
Jeez,
and
really?
take it with them, and they got it off,
but they got busted.
but they got busted leaving, and they made them. They took it.
Yeah.
He basically got swarmed by security people, and they took it. They didn't do anything to him, but
I tell you what, I've
Or
been
her.
to many games over the years, and I've never seen a security presence leaving the game the way we did.
Yeah.
First of all, before the game even finished, I'm sure you saw it on TV, the state troopers and everybody came marching out and lined the field. Then when the game was actually over, another group came out and was like a second layer on the field to make sure no one came out. But then as we're walking out, these guys were all, it was like they were watching like a bouncer almost, where they're all standing arm in arm and you have to walk through them to leave. And that was so you didn't steal shit.
Hey, this just in. Chris Herbeck, 6261, number 2 top fan in the chat.
he doesn't even know the name of this podcast.
He doesn't know the name of this podcast. He said his buddy has took 6 exit signs.
Over the years?
No,
Or
it's
from the
just
other
this
day?
game. Herb, you got to send us pictures. Send that in the group chat.
So I guess my only question to that would be why? I don't want exit signs.
You can just say it was from the
I
stadium.
guess.
Kind of like our stadium dirt, our pit dirt.
Yeah.
Pit dirt,
Yeah.
available online. $23 a bag. Actually, you know what? We should make it $17 a bag, and we'll do $10 will go to a charity, and $7 will go to our pizza fund.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, Chris Herbeck again mentioned that he is a big fan of the pod.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, from down the street.
Yeah. Right.
Where are you at, Herb? You better be somewhere nice.
You better be doing
Warm, hot tub.
What's her name?
Yes. What's your favorite pizza? Oh, is he Canadian if he's spelling it with a O-U?
Must be.
Tyson, if you've been
What's
down
spelled like
here,
OU?
Bocce's, Imperial, Bella, Blaisdell, District 37, Jay's Artisan
Oven,
Deep
Lockport.
Dish, Pizza Oven,
Picasso.
Picasso's. Dude,
yeah.
we got to get a Picasso here.
Yeah.
All the big hitters, buddy. There's a couple. I don't know what. For me, Yubs would be the needle in the haystack for $10, and the place looked like an absolute shithole. Like that was decent.
Yeah, it was
for
decent.
$10 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just put Yubs in the same sentence with
It's
like,
Bocce's
the
and
best
pizza
pizzas.
oven.
I had a period. There was a period. There was a period in there. There was a period. Okay. I think we've got the Jets game covered.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of rested some guys, kind of maybe tried a couple guys out. Trubisky, superstar backup orderer in the drive-through line, comes in, has a great game. Maybe does he got a contract coming to an end here? Was he one and done?
He's probably on a
One?
I think it's
one or two.
Yeah.
Right, so he's probably
He was
playing.
here last year, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this was last year. Yeah, I mean, they talked about maybe getting rid of him this year, so he must be at the end of his contract, I would think.
Yeah.
So,
But he lit it up. I mean, he did pretty well. I mean, I know it's the Jets, but it's still
have the Bills drafted a quarterback since Josh Allen?
Jake Fromm.
From Georgia?
Yep.
And he go.
Yeah.
He go.
Yeah.
Well, I saw they signed that Bichelle kid.
Yeah,
back
they
to
sent
the
it back.
practice
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah, I saw that. That's good. I mean, he lit it up in the preseason. He was
Sure.
pretty good. So
His contract is up. It was last year and this year.
All right.
He'll probably get a chance at a starting gig somewhere.
And like I
he
said,
won
There's
Right.
plenty of teams that need quarterbacks.
Like who? Where would be a good fit for him that makes...
Miami.
yeah.
Oh, that's possible.
Raiders, maybe, but they're going to have a high draft pick, so
Yeah.
hopefully they'll get a
They got the number
quarterback.
one pick, right?
Yeah.
New Orleans is saying they're sticking with Slough or however you say his name, but
Yeah. He looked pretty good. I mean, I didn't watch a ton of it, but from the little I watched, he looked pretty good.
You know who will take him? The Falcons.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then
But-
they'll re-sign Cousins to
Well, they got
$800
that
million.
Did he
Penix.
play?
Penix
Did he
is
play?
there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Penix got hurt.
Yeah.
So I heard that that's the reason why the GM and the coach got fired was pretty much because of that, like the fallout from that.
That's a fireball offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And so they just re-signed Kirk Cousins to like a negotiated deal, so that in March, whenever the league year starts in March, the middle of March, they have to make a decision. Either he stays in the team and gets a big bonus, or they have to get rid of him.
We've talked about this before on this podcast. He's a genius.
Yep.
The money that dude's made, and he's
yeah.
done nothing.
All right. So Herback just chimed in. This is testing his credibility. He could see Mitchie Biscuits going to Kansas City to fill in for Mahomes.
They were talking about Flacco
Holy
doing that.
shit.
So
No, I guess
Yeah.
depends how long
You know
they
what?
think he's going to be out.
It would fucking make sense, right? Bills and Chiefs trading picks 2 years in a row and
Oh, yeah, getting
take
the
our
Bills'
QBs
offense.
and we'll take our QB. And Herb, you might be onto something.
Maybe they just find out the playbook or whatever, but
Yeah, right.
But here's another thought too. He made $8 million here over 2 years. What? He might just stay.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. He's real good friends with Josh Allen.
Yeah, and it's an easy gig.
Yeah.
And so now, of course, these guys want to start. I know that, but he's also getting towards the end of his career. Maybe you just get a cushy,
Well,
kinda
and
hang
he
out,
started for Pittsburgh and
yeah.
Chicago, and it didn't go well.
No, either time.
So he knows that maybe making, what do you say, $8 million a year? Maybe that's his.
I think it was $8 million over 2 years, but yeah, still,
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say maybe Pittsburgh will be an option for them because who knows what's going on with Rodgers after this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Once eventually he's got to hang it up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the playoffs, but
Playoffs?
debatably the worst team in
Playoffs.
the playoffs.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to the game in hand. The Bills are going to the Jaguars. We historically are 10-10-0 with the Jaguars.
No ties, huh?
No ties. No ties. I believe as of today, the Bills, are 1.5 point favorites. Yes. No.
I saw 3 the other day.
no, I think
I don't know, I'm just looking at Herb's picture right now
He's sending something to the chat.
1.5.
with the exit signs and the pieces of seats.
Jesus Christ, these guys are felons. Wow, good for you, Herb. Okay.
Yeah, it is 1.
What is everyone's concerns with this game, or do you want to talk about the national hype train on this game first?
I hate the national hype train.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of pressure. I mean,
Who's got the most pressure on him?
definitely the Bills.
The Bills, Josh.
Do you think Josh Allen has the most pressure on him right now for the entire playoffs?
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. In the narrative is very much that.
Listen, we talked about how he fucking blew an easy 2-point conversion for a win.
Yep.
That game that you went to, Mike, would have had some more meaning. Mm-hmm. Josh Allen may have played longer.
Yeah.
He could have played to the second half when the game was out of hand. Then you fucking pull him.
Right.
And then there I am not talking shit about how it ain't no fucking Iron Man award. It's more consecutive start, one and done kind of award.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about the Bills, I believe, if I'm going to get this right, have the 5th longest streak of 10 wins or more in a season right now, and they are the only team that hasn't made it to a Super Bowl in like the top 10 or something like that, and 8 of them out of the top 10 won the Super Bowl. So the fact that they have not even been there is astounding to that sort of stat. You would think that with the success, you would at least get there. And I mean, we've talked about this over and over that they're wasting Josh or whatever. And I think if they lose this week, you can definitely bring that back up.
Yeah.
But they gotta eventually do it.
I agree, and similar to what you were talking about, this is, I guess, McDermott was the first Bills head coach to win at least 12 games in 4 different seasons. So that's similar to what you were talking about, and that's great to win 12 games in a season. I mean, back in 2016-17, we would have killed for something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And so here we are talking about the playoffs, and you got to do something. I think the big thing for me is the road playoff thing. 1992 is the last road playoff win we had. The Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, I think it is. Or no, Miami. I'm sorry, Miami in the Miami Chiefs AFC Championship.
Yeah, because the Chiefs AFC Championship was here.
Yeah, you're right. So I think that that's a big thing, kind of holding being over their heads a little bit. They got to figure that out a little bit. The big thing I don't like with the national media is the whole thing where there's no Mahomes, Jackson,
no
or
Burrow. Yeah,
and that's why Allen needs to win. I mean, he needs to win, but that's not why, because he never plays against those guys. He plays against their defenses.
Right.
I mean,
So I feel like football is such a thing where, granted, when you first think of it, you're like, oh yeah, Mahomes isn't there, but we're in, we're good, but he doesn't play against Mahomes.
If anything, that's more pressure for McDermott.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of more the thing, because now, like with Kansas City, haven't we had? I believe we've had like scored 32 points, 29, 27, stuff like that. I think that's enough points to win a game. Like, you would hope that your defensive head coach figures it out and lets them score that many, because if the offense is doing that well, even though we could all sit here and talk about 13 seconds and whatever else, I think you got to figure that out. So I think McDermott is under more pressure, I think, at this point.
The other thing that I hate too about the whole he needs to win now because those quarterbacks are not in. Those same people saying that when we win the Super Bowl are going to say he did it because of they weren't in.
Yeah, I think
that's okay.
It's kind of
true.
I'm
all for it. I'm good with it.
Yeah. It's like clickbait. I feel like it's just a good way for them to kind of, then people are like, oh yeah, somebody who lives in, I don't know, whatever city in the U.S. is like, oh yeah, Josh Allen, he's great, but he hasn't won anything, and now he doesn't have these guys to face. They don't know anything. So it's just not that easy. That's all.
I mean,
we might have a working pen here.
I still think that without having Lamar, Burrow, and Mahomes in there, this is the year that Josh Allen needs to do it.
Yeah. All that being said, with the national media, you got to fucking win it this year.
No, seriously.
But I don't think you have to win it.
The teams as a whole, those teams are not in it. This is your year.
I don't think you have to win it, though, because of that. I think you have to win it, period. I mean, you're at the point now where it's think about it, right? You have a natural progression. We go how many years without a playoff? We finally get to the playoffs.
Well, you could say that with John Elway and Peyton Manning.
And they didn't. Well, Peyton Manning did. Elway did too. They ended up winning the Super Bowls, But if you look back at Jim Kelly and Dan Marino, I don't want to end up with that legacy again.
Right,
You want at least one somewhere, right? So,
when you said John Elway, that made me think. This weekend I watched the John Elway documentary on Netflix. I don't know if you guys saw it or not.
No.
It's like a hour and a half or so. So I watched it a couple times, and the parallels between Elway and Josh Allen are pretty crazy. I mean, they're not exact, but they're both bigger quarterbacks, things like that. They both kind of were. Elway, when he was younger, he would run a lot and things like that. So. They didn't have the best teams around them to win. At the end, obviously, Elway had a better team, so he won at the end, at the very end.
because he was at the end of his
Yeah,
career.
well, he played for
didn't he
like
retire?
16 years, I think. Yeah, after
Yeah.
the second one, he retired.
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't have to wait that long. But I mean, Josh has played a full 8 years now, and so like it's got to be.
So
You're starting to worry a little bit.
Yep. I tell you what, I'll worry if we lose Monday or Sunday. I will start to really worry then, because I do think I don't know why I think this, but I do think that we are still one of the best teams in the playoffs. I really do.
depending on what team shows
That's
up.
That's what I was going with. We have games that we play for 30 minutes. We have games that we play for 3 quarters. We have games where the defense plays out of their minds and the offense can't score, and vice versa. So it's got to work. You got to start clicking, and that comes down to the coaching and the preparations and all the things.
And I think sorry to step on you there. I think Jacksonville is a very good team overall, but I think the Bills' biggest opponent is themselves. Yeah, and I've said this all season long, but I think that's the truth. I think if they go out and play their game, I don't think anybody's going to beat them.
Yeah,
agreed.
So that being said, I would not be surprised to be sitting here next Tuesday and talking about how it's good. It's nice that we came back, but we almost made it, and there's always next year, and things like that. So hopefully we don't have to.
For sure. And I was saying the same thing to somebody else earlier today, that like has there been a game this season where everybody was clicking? Like the defense was clicking, the offense was clicking, special teams, everything actually was working
Sunday.
together. Yeah. Not versus the Jets. But it's like some people say like, oh, they're saving it for the playoffs or whatever.
I'm sick of that narrative.
What makes me nervous about this game, besides the fact that Jacksonville is a good team.
They are, yeah.
No matter what anybody says about who they played, no matter, what they say about, it's, Trevor Lawrence and blah, blah, blah. Like, Trevor Lawrence is playing out of his mind right now. Their schedule probably is, I don't know the strength of schedule numbers. It can't be that far off from the Bills' schedule.
Yeah, it wasn't great, yeah.
They've beat teams that are better than the teams that the Bills have beaten. The Bills have beaten 2 teams with winning records. So you can't say like, oh, who's Jacksonville beaten? They beat the Broncos. They beat the Texans. They beat, I think it was it the Seahawks? There was another team that they beat that was like pretty legit. I have it right here. Cincinnati earlier with Burrow also.
Oh, yeah.
So, they have some legit, or no, they lost that game, but regardless, it was like second week, but they've beaten some good teams. They've beaten the Chargers. They've beaten the 49ers. Like, they've beaten some good teams.
Yeah.
And then the
they're
bad
for
teams
real,
that they've beaten, they didn't play for a half of football and won by a field goal. I can tell you that. These are like 20-point wins that they have over some of these bad teams. What we used to do to teams last year.
Right, we're losing them now.
We haven't done that this year. So I'm not saying that I think that the Bills are going to lose. I just think that it's going to be a tough test, and to say that the Jaguars aren't anything to worry about it would be foolish.
I agree. They're a good team. They have the number 1 rush defense. So whether that's like game script sometimes, you kind of wonder about things like that a little bit. But, I mean, that means that they're no slouch.
Yeah.
They like to take the ball away quite a bit. So, I feel like you got to, kind of buckle down and, not do crazy things.
I said it right away. I hate the matchup. I still hate it. Yeah. You never know. We've talked about this before, too. You get hot at the right time. You're rolling into the playoffs at the right time, and that's exactly what Jacksonville's doing.
Oh, yeah.
And those are the teams you don't want to face.
Right.
So,
and I get nervous the way that we finished the season. Like,
yeah,
we didn't play well against Philadelphia.
Nope.
And then we didn't play against the Jets, pretty much, their starters. So what are you going to get? Like, you kind of gave yourself like a bye, I guess, of your starters, which could be good, could be bad. I hope for our sake that it's good.
Worked out last year. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if I had to predict, which I know we're not doing predictions, Josh is going to play out of his mind. He's going to be Josh Allen in the playoffs. He's always amazing. He does his thing. Can the defense keep doing what they've been doing the second half of the season? I hope so. I know they don't have Hairston, but, they didn't have him for a lot of the season as well. Actually, the bad part of the season, they didn't have him. Since he's been back, they've been good, so it's probably not a good sign. But Josh is going to be Josh. He's going to do what he has to do. He's going to put you in a position to win, I think. can the rest of the team step up as well?
Well, what about our buddy Joe Brady? Is he really going to pull rabbits out of the hat this week?
See, that worries
Is he
me
going to
more
run
than
the
anything.
bubble screens?
Yeah, he's so predictable. Like we talked about it in that Philly game when they did that flea flicker thing and it worked. We're like, holy crap! Why don't they do more of that kind of stuff?
Right.
And not that I want gimmick trick plays, I don't. But when I'm Joe Schmo and sitting in my living room going, this is going to be a run, and it's a run right up the middle. This is going to be a run. This is going to be a screen, and it's a screen. I shouldn't know this shit, and I, I'm not even.
Yeah,
I don't know shit about football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean compared to what these guys do.
I guess what I'm hoping to. So I think we all know like the history of this season with Cook. So Cook has a good game, gets over 100 yards, you win. Okay, he doesn't get over 100 yards, he doesn't have a good game, you lose. That's basically been a big piece of their offense this season. So being exactly what you just said, the number one rushing defense, I just hope that if they get kind of stymied like the first half with it, that they don't go away from it.
Right.
I think you got to just keep pounding Cook. You got to get him his touches. He's got to get his yards, and that just opens up so much more for you in like our quote unquote passing game, which hopefully what we did see actually open up in the last couple games was some more deep passes, which they actually tried to attempt. Maybe Keon has a Gabe game here, Maybe we'll see he'll actually show up.
Maybe Gabe has a Gabe game.
Has a big game.
Hey, it's kind of a revenge game for Gabe Davis because he went to the Jaguars.
Yeah.
They got rid of him after he got hurt. So maybe who knows what he does.
He's going to play, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think the one thing I think about with like all of football, you kind of look at teams who you think are sort of evenly matched, and you look at it and you wonder who could possibly be the difference. And I wonder if maybe it'll be Ray Davis with the kickoffs, because we talked about the kicker not being there, or maybe being there but maybe not being able to kick anything good. Maybe the change of field position kind of works out for us. Even if he doesn't run one back all the way, maybe he takes it to the 50 or so, and maybe that kind of switches things up, and we've got to play with half the field compared to 80 yards, that kind of thing. That might he led the league in returns. I forgot what the average was, but so
It's like 40, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but he definitely led the league.
Yeah. So he could really be a game changer that way, even if he doesn't run it back all the way. But if you look at it, maybe you got 5 kickoffs in the game, maybe more. So if he can change the field position, that could help out a lot.
Yeah.
Let's hope those are off of field goals.
Yeah.
If there's 5 kickoffs off of touchdowns, we're in rough shape.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that none of this game comes down to extra points or field goals.
Right.
Especially if
Without Prater.
Prater's not going to go.
Which is, he's still day to day, right? Like they haven't ruled him out officially, have they?
Correct.
Day to day.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe there's a little gamesmanship going on there with the kicker.
Well, that's what I thought. So in the Jets game when Wisnowski was kicking off at halftime, after halftime, I thought maybe they were like, okay, well, Prater's, we saw him kick the ball, he's good to go, whatever. And then like 20 minutes later, CBS was very late to the party with Prater being hurt. Right. And I'm like, oh, well, that's why he's kicking off, because Prater can't move his leg apparently or something. And
we had no clue. My wife texted me, and said Prater's hurt. I'm like, wait, well, that makes sense why they're going for 2-point conversions.
Yeah, I had noticed Wisnowski just because of the name on the jersey.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Did you get that jersey yet, Brendan?
Not yet. If we win the Super Bowl, I will get a Wisnowski Super Bowl jersey.
Wisnowski / Prater, right?
Yeah, right.
Too funny. Okay, so let's jump to this question, and then it should spark some discussion. Hopes, fears, dreams for this matchup.
I hate this fucking question.
Yeah. I hope we win. I'm afraid we won't, and I dream we kill them.
Yeah. I hope that we run the ball and control the clock, because I think if we do that, we win the game.
That's the kind of answers I was looking for.
Yeah. I mean, my dream would be that we just absolutely destroy them and Josh isn't playing the fourth quarter.
Right. And Josh does not have to play hero ball.
Right.
Because hero ball leads to negative things, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Coverage sacks and all that stuff.
Brendan talked about that earlier, that Josh is going to do Josh things because it's the playoffs.
I'm okay with that.
Which doesn't mean he has to go crazy.
Right.
I think he's just going to be good.
What I'm talking about is where he has to take the entire thing into his own hands, and how many times
he runs
like in the Eagles game.
Yes, yeah.
I don't need Eagles game, Josh.
It wasn't the Eagles. Yes, in the Eagles game, but in the game before that too. Isn't that where the one he got sacked on the 1 yard line, and we were on like the 25 or something?
Cleveland.
It was the Cleveland game. Okay, yeah. I don't want to see any of that stuff.
Throw it away. Lift for another down.
Right. Yep. Don't be as long as the defense is playing like you said. Don't be afraid to punt it if you have to. Start over again. The field position battle. All that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that our offensive line will win that matchup, if you will, or that side of the ball. Like, I think Josh Allen plays a lot better, like any other quarterback in the league, when your offensive line gives you 2 seconds to actually look downfield, scan, because I think Josh Allen had, I believe it was Ty Johnson and another player near the goal lines on 2 different plays, and if he had a second, could have scanned it, thrown it to him, different outcome in that Eagles game.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny you bring that up, because one of the things I had heard is that one of the chinks in the armor for Jacksonville's defense is they are not a good rushing defense. Like, yes, they are a good run defense, but they don't get a lot of pressure on quarterbacks. They're like 20th in the league in pressures.
I just heard today that they have realigned or reorganized their D-line, and they've put Josh Allen on the left side, and they've moved another player next to him, and now they're generating QB pressure and sacks.
Just starting today?
No, not starting today. It's been like the last couple games, apparently. So they figured out something. Who's over there? Our boy, Snowman.
Hopefully
no excuses now.
We'll find out. He likes to talk, so let's see how it goes.
My dream for this game would be that Josh Allen will play how Josh Allen should play, not have a negative 15-yard sack play, not miss a wide-open guy for a game winner or game tire. Like, Mike and I talked last week when it was the Bald and Beautiful podcast that he could be or is the most talented. You know what? Who can compare him to, Mike? Connor McDavid.
Okay.
Most talented quarterback to ever play. Well, Connor McDavid could be the best hockey player ever to play the game. But Josh Allen might not be the best quarterback ever to play the game. Like, there are some throws that some really good quarterbacks probably are going to make all the time that Josh Allen does not. Like even the short passes, he struggles, and he's throwing fucking rifles at a guy 3 yards away, and the guy could have actually taken a screen pass for enough yards to get a first down, and he fucking whiffs. Or the 2-point conversion. Like, that would have been huge if he would have hit that. Yeah. Everyone's talking like, this fucking guy, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I just want him to do what he's supposed to do, play how he's supposed to play, have all the naysayers shut the hell up. Like, our boy Nick Wright, I saw a clip the other day. I don't know if I shared it to the group. He said that this isn't, I guess, specifically Josh Allen, but there's never been a number 6 seed that goes to the Super Bowl.
I did hear that, yeah.
I also heard a crazy stat. Shout out to neighbor Bill. Told me last night that when we get a new pope, the Seahawks win the Super Bowl.
I heard that.
I was what? And I guess it tracks. I guess there's truth to it. So, if that is true, maybe we'll be in it and we lose to the Seahawks. But I just... What's up? Sorry, I'm getting this shit in the podcast about what's up. Yo, Dookie, what's up? Anyways.
Yeah. Well, that brings up an interesting question, too, that I'm thinking about now.
Josh Allen?
Well, we've talked about, negatively, if we lose this week, what's going to happen. If we make it to the Super Bowl, will that be enough for everybody here? If we make it to the Super Bowl and don't win?
You got to win.
We've said it before. You got to get there first.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's that progression.
But is this
thing.
just that, we didn't make it, so now we'll keep McDermott. Now we'll keep Bean.
No.
Well, I don't know. Will that be enough? Is it Super Bowl or bust truly? Or is it, Super Bowl is fine, just getting there?
Brendan, are you on the maybe we got to try something different from McClappy? train? Are you on that train?
If we don't win, then yes.
What about Bean?
Actually, I'll take that back. I would first get rid of Bean than I would McDermott. I think that Bean, for everything that he's said this year about the lack of attention to the wide receiver core,
That core hasn't done fucking
unforgivable.
shit.
Unforgivable. It's 2 years in a row, really.
Terrible.
Like you could say last year was a better receiving core than this year, and we weren't happy about it last year.
Yep.
And McDermott, for all his shortcomings, has done, I think, an amazing job with the defense that he's had this year, given the injuries that he's had. Like, could you imagine this defense if we would have had Ed Oliver and Michael Hoyt?
Right.
I will give you Michael Hoyt. I'm not an Ed Oliver dude, so I don't know how much he would have provided.
Well, he's
but
not there, so you don't know.
I don't. You are right. He's not playing, so I don't know what he would have done this
Hoyt
year.
did look good for the
He looked
5
amazing for
quarters he
2
played.
games or a game and a half.
He looked phenomenal.
And for me, Ed Oliver is either phenomenal or non-existent.
Or he's hurt.
Even in the roster, there are times you don't even know he's there.
They didn't open up his practice window, so unless the Bills make it to like the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl, you ain't going to see him this year.
Yeah.
He's
And I
done.
didn't think you were going to see
He's
him
done.
anyway. I was going to be shocked if he actually came back. But regardless, I mean, look at the turnaround in the defense. Like,
Yeah.
I think that we said, early on that this defense is just one that you're going to have to just deal with, and Josh is going to have to win
And now,
track meets.
and now they're keeping them in games.
And they're the ones keeping them in games, and the offense is the problem.
Yeah.
So
which leads me to believe
So
that Joe Brady could be the problem.
Brady and Bean, I think, will be more on the hot seat than McDermott.
See, I agree with Bean. I think that it's almost unforgivable what he did or didn't do with the wide receivers. And I know that, trades, there's got to be 2 partners and all that happy horse shit. You got to make shit happen. And he has not made it happen for you, like you said, 2 years now. And it's just like to have the people we had at the beginning of the year, like Elijah Moore and stuff like that, who seemed like a nice little player, but obviously didn't amount to much. He's not even on the team anymore. And now our big number 1 wide receiver that we sat for the game against the Jets, we got at like Thanksgiving time, I think it was, Brandon Cooks, who nobody else wanted. I think he cleared waivers to get to us. So, which, I mean, he dropped a couple of passes, but he looked pretty good in the Eagles game, I think it was. So, but I think overall, the wide receivers, and I'm not even saying you need to get like a number 1, surefire, Hall of Famer, Justin Jefferson guy. I'm not saying that at all. But I think you need to make that room better. And
Well, then who the fuck are you going to get if you don't want that guy? Who are you going to get?
No, I do want him. I like him. I do want him. I'm saying like maybe
You're just
it
not
doesn't-
expecting that.
I'm not expecting the world.
Okay,
People
so,
aren't going to give up a guy
But
like
I
that.
want
but like,
something more than Keon Coleman.
So who would you
with his
want,
stomach
though,
bag.
if you're not
or
going to
2
get
years
Jefferson?
in a row getting like an old washed up receiver, and just saying like, oh yeah, this is good enough.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to say in 2020, hindsight is 2020, but with Jacksonville, look at what Jacoby Myers has done to their
exactly, and
their receiver
McDermott brought
room.
that up.
Yeah.
About how it's so nice what he did, and
I kind of thought that was a shot at
it was
Bean,
definitely
actually.
I think
100%.
100%.
I think
everybody
did.
Yeah.
Because he said it nicely, but it was 100% a shot. And you were asking me what wide receiver. There's one that I can think of on the Raiders, Jack Besh. He's a young guy. I think he was a rookie last year. He's nothing amazing, but he's good. And so like little guys like that.
So are you saying the guys we have are not good?
100%.
Okay.
I mean, I think I used to like Cooks a lot when he was younger, when he was faster, things like that.
On the Patriots?
Yeah, I didn't like the Patriots, but yeah, on the Patriots. More when he was with the Saints.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I think that the wide receivers that we have, besides Shakir, I like Shakir a lot.
They just don't
They just can't do it.
scheme him right.
Well, and,
don't think they
and,
scheme
like
anybody
the
right,
whole
really.
the whole thing. That's where you kind of wonder about, like you were saying, Brady and all that. I think Josh Palmer, when he signed here, he was a big disappointment for me. I thought he was going to be really good. I thought he wasn't going to be the next Jerry Rice or anything like that, but I thought he would be he was hold his own.
Give you a threat at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought he would be decent, but they can't throw the ball to anybody, and that's what I'm afraid of happening on Sunday. Is that the number 1 rush defense shuts down Cook? They're going to start to throw it, and nobody can catch the ball. And here we go. And then we have Stonehands Knox in the
No.
in the end zone
They're gonna lean on Kincaid big time
until he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Because how many games did he miss this year? 5, 6, something like that.
Although
How many
Knox
games?
is getting hot right now. Knox
Knox
has had a
is
nice
hot.
couple of games.
Knox is hot.
I mean, I do like Dawson Knox. Just that one was like, you got to be kidding me. Like the one he dropped in the end zone.
Yeah.
I
that was
mean,
rough.
come on. That's almost like Ronnie Harmon in Cleveland for Christ's
No, that's fucking Charles Clay in Miami.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe Hawes will take his spot.
He's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
he's
He
good.
was open on that same play that Knox scored on against the
Yeah.
Jets.
Yeah.
Hawes was wide open too.
Yeah.
So
I think everyone was open on that.
Yeah.
play.
Let's talk about Bean. Let's talk about Bean and Brady for a second. If Bean had better players for Brady, would Brady be calling different plays, better plays, same plays, better results, same results? Like, because I'm just thinking about the moves that Bean has made. Curtis Samuel hasn't panned out. Josh Palmer hasn't panned out. Hardman hasn't panned out. Keon Coleman hasn't panned out.
Elijah Moore
Didn't work out. Slay didn't work out. A couple draft picks here and there. Like, is it really him to blame? Like, because if Bean had better guys, maybe McDermott could do more, or is it really Brady? Like, Bean is giving them the right tools or pieces, but Brady can't figure out how to fucking call an offense.
Well, that's kind of like the rub, right? Like that's why you kind of wonder if they're doing that wide receiver screen that we hate. That's too much. Oh my God, 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Are they doing that because they can't throw the ball down the field to anybody?
I think they're using hand signals on the sideline, and everyone knows what the signal is when they're going to run the bubble screen because they know it. They know it.
Yeah. Well, they run it so much, I think that people just pick up on keys.
Herbeck, more like Mecole Softman and Elijah Less. Oh, that's why he's high. That's why he's on the team here, folks. He's gold. He is gold.
Hopefully, he's having a couple.
But you know what I'm
cold
saying?
ones right now.
So if the Bills happen to unfortunately lose, does Brady go before? How often have you ever seen the GM get fired before the head coach? Usually it's together or it's the head coach.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't get hired together. So
Kevin Adams just went.
Yeah. I mean, I think that first of all, I don't think anything, even if we lose on Sunday, I don't think anything's going to happen with Bean or McDermott. But I do think that people should start asking fucking questions at this point. That we're on, McDermott's been here for 9 years and Bean's been here probably a couple months shorter than 9 years. And so I think we have to start asking like serious questions about what the hell is going on around here and try to figure out, how to win a Super Bowl. Because that, like we were talking about all this whole time, is winning a Super Bowl. Like we're no longer in the drought where we can,
Are we this upset because we have Josh Allen? If we didn't have Josh Allen and we had if we had Kirk Cousins, would we be still talking like this?
I don't know that we'd have the kind of success we've had.
I was going to say, would this podcast even exist if we didn't have Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Probably.
you were talking, Denny, about
I don't know.
if they lose that they're
We'll
safe.
find out when he leaves.
I don't know if I agree with you. I think if we lose this weekend, I think McDermott might be out because here's the other thing.
Before Brady?
The whole staff would go, I would think.
Yeah.
But the reason why I say that is because you have Josh Allen. You'll have the pick of your coach. Coaches will want to come here and coach Josh Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's the same thing like the Ravens thing, right? Like they say that Harbaugh lost the locker room, and that's why Harbaugh was out, because they wanted to keep Lamar Jackson, the quarterback. And so it'd be kind of similar here, whereas I don't know if McDermott really lost anything at all, but things would be questioned after a big loss in the first round of the playoffs where, honestly, we were 12-5 this year, so I think that I called them to be 13-4 or something like that. So I don't think that's much off, but I think that the losses were different and the wins were different this year than they have been in the past.
Well, we've said it all year. This has just been a crazy, weird year in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
All across the board,
Yeah.
And I don't know. We've said it again and again. It's time to win. It just is. So not because who's not in the playoffs, not because of that. It's enough's enough. Let's do this.
Well, and that's the biggest thing about the playoffs is it doesn't matter if you're the 2 seed and you're facing the 7 seed or you're 3 and 6. Like we are then you just got to, whoever's in front of you, you got to beat him.
Well, apparently
No matter how
it does
good they
matter
are.
if you're a 6
Yeah.
because the 6 has never made it.
Well,
Or never won it or whatever it was, But
until this year.
you know what? Let's change that narrative too.
Yeah.
You know, I said it in our group before. We were talking about
6 to go all the way.
yeah. we,
Put it on a T-shirt.
in our group text earlier today, I was saying we were all saying how we haven't won a game, or won a road playoff game, all that kind of stuff. And that streak, at least under McDermott, started in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So let's change the narrative. Let's start it in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. It comes kind of full circle that his first playoff loss was Jacksonville. So let's change it and let's, get on the road here.
And the other thing you can't lose sight of is how many home playoff games we had under McDermott.
Yeah.
Because of our record. And how many that, we didn't lose all those on the road. But I'm sorry, we lost all those on the road, but how many do we win at home too? My point is we've had success.
Yeah.
And we're focused on just that. So let's change that narrative.
Yeah.
But we haven't had the biggest success.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and something I'm thinking as we're talking about it now, and kind of this goes really top to bottom in the organization, and I'm thinking about the Sabres as well.
We got somebody chiming in from Pakistan.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, sorry.
As
Go
long
ahead.
as they say
Maybe.
go Bills, it's fine.
I guess, yeah. Are people in this organization too nice,
Yes.
too buddy-buddy,
Yes.
too family-oriented?
Yes.
The culture,
yeah.
whatever.
Blame McDermott.
Well, but also like Pagula, I don't know how much that he really has like a firm stance on anything. Like, look how long it took them to get rid of Kevin Adams. Like, is he just too afraid to fire people? Is he too
Maybe.
afraid to make a big move? Everybody's so close, and we got such a great culture. Like, when push comes to shove, are we going to make the move to make that jump if it's not this year?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I guess my comparison would be is Jarmo Kekalainen. Is he going to be super aggressive or I was trying to compare him to Bean.
yeah. I mean, he
Like,
says
it's-
the right things.
It sounds like Jarmo is going to make decisions that are best for the organization.
Well, and that's where I was going to go with Pagula. Where you were saying about what Pagula won't pull a trigger or won't do this, won't do that. I want Pagula to do nothing.
Didn't Pagula say
You
didn't,
just be an owner and
Yep.
put somebody else in charge.
Like you would think.
which I think is what they're doing now.
Well, you would think that's what they did with the Bills, right? Because he doesn't know shit about running a football team, I'm sure, nor do I, nor
Well,
do
he
you.
doesn't know anything about running a hockey team either, obviously.
I know, but they tried. Especially from
It
what
ain't gone good.
from what I understand, his wife was the catalyst in that prior to her getting sick, of course. And she was trying to run it. Again, I don't know anything. This is what you hear, and if it's on the internet, it must be true, right? So, but that
I
being
thought
said,
she was more involved with the Bills than she was the Sabres.
that's not what I
I
understood.
could be wrong.
But who knows? Who knows? Who knows what it was?
I heard the wallet is open for the Sabres now.
the what's open.
The wallet.
Oh, good.
I
Oh,
heard
yeah, well-
Jarmo's got full reign to do whatever he needs to do.
the wallet was open for the Sabres when Pagula took
Yeah,
over.
I thought it was if he wanted to make money, he was going to drill an oil well or whatever.
Has it been 15 years?
Yeah, it's got to be.
And he guaranteed a Stanley Cup appearance? Or
He didn't
playoffs?
guarantee it. He said
The
the
reason
sole
for
existence
existence
for the Buffalo Sabres is to win a Stanley Cup. That's what he
rings in
said.
my ears.
Yeah.
It was 2011, I believe, when he took over. I mean, we're going to find out with Tuck, right? Isn't he the big free agent for the Sabres?
They got to sign him.
So I know he's asking for a lot of money, so we're going to find out pretty soon.
And guess what? We have a lot of money. We're at the
basement.
the cap
Or-
basement, right? We're
Yeah.
trying. We were picking up injured contracts from teams at one point just to get to the basement. You know,
Sorry, didn't mean to go Sabres on this, but
No, that's all right. Corey's,
it's
Corey's
hard not
probably
to when
watching.
you don't have the same ownership group, and you're kind of thinking like, okay, well, the only reason you've had success on the football side is Josh Allen.
Yep.
You got lucky there. So
Would you guys want, if the situation happened to arise and Harbaugh was still available and our coaching staff was no longer here, would you sign up for a Harbaugh?
I feel like he's McDermott. I do.
He is kind of conservative, right?
He was a special teams coach, and I don't know. I want someone I want an offensive minded coach. That's what I want.
Anybody get fired lately that you would want? Because like we've all said, who is out there that
Right.
I wouldn't mind Daboll back here, honestly.
Not as a head coach.
No, but he could be an OC.
Offensive coordinator, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
He wouldn't be under McDermott, though.
that's what San Francisco did with what's his name from the bald guy.
Saleh.
Yeah, and their defense is playing great, and they're plenty injured too. You know,
And he's going to go for head coaching candidacy, too.
I'm sure.
Don't you think he realized that maybe the Jets was just a bad situation, but
Could be. I think
so he left the
situation
Jets
for
and went
anyone.
back to San Fran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're doing pretty well with
But listen, some of these guys got to realize that these guys that were coordinators who then step out the side of the box and become a head coach and it doesn't go well and then they go back to coordinators, maybe you should just stay a coordinator.
Well, and that's what I was trying to say about Mitch Trubisky, like how he got the chance to start a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't go well at all, ever, I don't think.
Chicago took him, right?
Besides a game or two. Chicago, and then he got the starter in Pittsburgh for a couple of years, too, or for a year.
Yeah.
And so he knows what it is to start. So maybe he just got to know where his bread is buttered and, make a few $1 million a year for
make your nut
down
and-
Or you just got to know when to fold them.
Yeah, exactly. Good job, Kenny.
I'm not going to start singing. It's not going to happen.
So, anyway.
I'm very much. I used to be very against McDermott, and I think I still am.
Stefanski.
But I think that McDermott has kind of grown a little bit, like with the fourth downs and things like that. I think he's kind of grown, evolved, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
And so he wouldn't be the first head on the chopping block for me.
This is not a political podcast. I'm just reading from the chat. What is the goal of this conversation?
Hypotheticals.
Yes.
We're just having fun.
How much of the conversation are
suck
you...
Is that the guy from Pakistan?
No, it's maybe his name is Sumo Sala. Maybe.
His name is Chris Herbeck.
Maybe it's
What?
fucking Salah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we do a little prediction and then we could run through some predictions for the bracket?
Okay. That sounds great.
Because a lot of our shit is what's going to happen if they win or they lose, and that won't be till Sunday. So it's
Yeah, I think we're the first AFC game. So I think NFC is all, Saturday night.
oh, this guy's from Morocco, maybe. Interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that we're the first AFC game for the playoffs, that's all.
So the two Saturday nights are NFC games.
I think so, yeah.
Who do we
Yes,
got?
they
Let's
definitely
see.
are.
NFL playoffs.
I thought that was interesting that they did it that way.
I'm glad because I'll be in Ohio all day Saturday. So that was my one fear was don't be the Saturday game.
You know what's another interesting stat that I heard, and this is relevant to the schedule.
Yes. What?
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won 23 straight Monday Night Football games.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I think I did hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're playing Monday night.
I can't stand Monday night playoff
I
games.
probably won't watch,
I
unfortunately.
wouldn't want to be the
It's
Monday night
just
game.
a money thing for the NFL, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the winning team on the Monday night
Right.
game because now
You
you're
got a
playing a
short
short
week.
week against
Yeah.
whoever else, and especially if you're going into the first place, like because that potentially could be right.
Or if the
Because
Texans win, right?
who came in last? The Texans, right?
Well, the Chargers are
Chargers,
7.
so yeah.
So the Texans are 5.
Oh, okay, so never mind. Okay, but still, you still have to play on a short week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, Denny, it's money. It's all about the Benjamins, right?
Does
Absolutely.
it make sense that the Rams were like 12-5 and the Panthers were like 8-8 or 9 whatever they are, and they're the home team?
They're a division winner.
Yeah.
Sucks. I hate that rule so much.
See, I kind of disagree. I kind of like it. It's different.
Are you
in
gonna push
hockey
back?
And I guess we'll push back, I guess. I don't really have any reasoning behind it. It's just something that, like, I guess always growing up, like, you kind of, like, knew the difference. Like, with hockey, it's, like, the top 8 or whatever, whereas it's kind of different. I kind of like that.
Yeah, we'll agree to disagree.
Just my
Well,
opinion.
that's been a story for years,
Yeah, it
right?
is.
That,
And it's
that,
not
like
gonna
a terrible
change.
division winner will get a home playoff game, and the Bills will go 11-5 or whatever the fuck our record is, and we got to go on the road.
Or the teams with the better records don't even make the playoffs because they have
Sure.
to make room for that division winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the part I hate more than anything. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Herb, you're not allowed to push back on anything until you become the number one fan. You don't get shit for number two.
Yeah.
Okay, first game Saturday afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Panthers and Rams. Who you got?
Before we get into that, Herb, just if you can comment on our live feed, I'd like to know if there's anything new and fun, exciting done at your tailgate because it was the last one. Any?
Oh yeah.
Any butt chugs or masturbating contests?
Butt luge and yeah. How the hell is there a bigger fan than me? I don't know, bro. You're number two, though. It says number two right next to your name.
Number one knows the name of the podcast.
Yeah, number one does know the name of the podcast.
He's probably that guy from East Amherst.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Panthers, Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the line on that game, anyways? Oh, sorry. It tells me 10.5.
Minus
Oh,
10.5. I think it's
say-
the biggest of the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the Rams too. The Panthers beat the Rams this year already, though, in Carolina.
That means nothing to me. You know you want.
That means nothing to me.
You're an idiot.
Closet,
You know what, Denny?
closet
Shut up.
Rams
No,
fan over here.
Hey, Herb did not black out during this tailgate / Bills game.
He probably wanted to be there for the closing ceremony.
Yeah, right.
Herb, did you get your towels and your coin? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm
You're the world's biggest Rams fan over here.
no, because I do believe that
Stafford truther.
Stafford is one of those guys that will elevate in the playoffs. He always has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
The like, for example, if we end up facing New England, I think we can beat them again.
Hope so.
Yeah,
100%.
So that's why I'm
Because
saying
they've only beaten 2 teams with a winning record.
So
The Bills.
the Panthers beat them, but this is different.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant by it. Not shut up, Denny. That's not what I meant.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying too earlier about like the Bills kind of coming into their own a little bit and figuring things out. They have the experience in the playoffs, whereas like I know Jacksonville they lost against the Chargers a few years ago. I remember. I think that's the last time they were in. Maybe I'm wrong. So
We'll say you're right.
I think we just have to figure things out. I think it's all different in the playoffs because it's one and done.
Yep.
No matter what, there's no series, there's no anything.
Yep.
It's one and done. So I think the Rams would probably win. I just thought it was interesting that the Panthers already beat the Rams. So because you look at it, you look at the line, and you're just like, oh, that's not even worth watching.
Yep.
But I'll probably watch.
So you're thinking it's a little closer than the line.
I do.
But, yeah.
I mean, if you're a betting
Rams, so
man,
Panthers are going to cover?
I would say so. I mean, if you're a betting man, you would never. Well, not never, but I would really not want to pick a game with 10 points because 10 that's a lot of points for anything. The ball can bounce a funny way.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with you there. Yeah,
the 9 points could end up killing you. So
they struggled against what I felt was not a great Tampa Bay team this year.
Yeah.
And they struggled against them to beat them in this last game. You know what I mean? It was close down, whatever it was down to. I just don't. The Rams are different. They're a different breed.
Yeah.
They were competing at one point for first overall. You know, and only missed it by this much, kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't think the prior game means anything. I think that Stafford will take care of business.
Yeah, I mean, I like Stafford a lot. He's an older guy, so it's nice to see him kind of get some wins. So hopefully, he gets some wins unless it's against Buffalo.
And I think Stafford kind of helped rekindle Devontae Adams as well.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be playing. So,
Right. And new popes aside, I have the Rams going to the Super Bowl actually in my mind. So
yeah, there you
I
go.
think they're gonna.
I was thinking that the 49ers in the NFC would like whoop everybody, but then was it last week when Seattle beat them? They beat them handily at home in San Francisco.
That was an ugly game, and I was over at Rob's house, my friend, and it was not pretty.
Did he have a little bit of bourbon?
Yes, he was. Yeah, especially that drive where they were driving, and then threw the pick on the 2-yard line. It was silent in his house.
Yeah, it's rough.
Second game of that night. Packers and Bears.
Ooh, that's a tough game. That's in Chicago, right?
Yep, Green Bay 1.5.
They say it should be a snow game from what they say.
I kind of hope the Packers lose.
Me
that
too.
game. I'd like to see the Bears actually have some success. They've been so bad for so long, and they're not in the AFC. So I'd like to see them do well.
Yeah, and they won it in '85, and they've been shit the rest of the rest.
To
of the
me,
time.
this year's Bears team is like 2 years ago Detroit. where they're all of a sudden just they're tough to play, they're fun to watch, all the things.
Ben Johnson. That's that's the big thing between both of them.
Yep.
All right.
So
Then you get, we've already talked about our team. Let's just stick in the NFC. What about Eagles, Niners?
Niners. That's more of an I want the Niners to win because I'm just tired of the Eagles. But that's
100%.
in Philly, though, right?
It is in Philly,
Yes.
It's going to be a tough game.
Okay.
What's the spread on that? It's got to be closer.
4.5.
Yeah.
For the Eagles.
So so they're a touchdown favorite, essentially, is what that is. So I don't know. I want to see 49ers win that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Herb said he got the towel and the coin.
Nice.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Hopefully his towel's clean.
So many things.
He got it after the tailgate, though, right? So, I mean,
Okay. Steelers, Texans.
Texans all day.
yeah, Texans stuff.
Now, are you guys saying who you want to win or who you think is going to win?
I think
the
the
Texans will win that game.
Yeah.
Who do you want to win?
Texans.
I
Really?
want.
Well, no.
I want the Steelers to win.
I want the Steelers in case we have to play them. I don't want to play the Texans ever because of their defense. I just don't want to play them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping the Texans would get that 7 seed and then take out the 2 seed and then take out Denver, but it's not panning out that way anyway. So
You forgot about the Patriots and the Chargers Sunday night.
I was getting there.
Oh, well, there you go.
Jesus, I
I'm
wasn't
too
done.
quick for you, you know.
Patience, Denny. Patience.
I would love to see the Chargers beat them.
oh yeah,
But
I think there's a good chance.
I also would love to play the Patriots and fucking beat them
Right.
in New England.
Perino was
Suck
saying that.
on that shit.
Perino was saying that when we were going into New England, where they could have won the division if they beat us. He's like, let them have their hat and T-shirt, and then let's go into New England in the playoffs and eliminate their.
Hey, boys, congratulations to Herb. He is now the #1 top fan.
Oh, so you
He's
can push
taking the
back now.
crown.
Good job.
He can push back. Excellent. Congratulations, Herb.
Herb, this is called the ZaBillsPodcast. Thank you for joining in.
You're going to get a matching tattoo at the end of the season with the rest of us. Yeah, I mean...
Wait, what I missed? We're getting matching tattoos.
Yeah. For solidarity. I mean, this is... what I find interesting about the playoffs this year is how even the whole field is. Like, there's no team that's just like, yeah, they're going to steamroll everybody.
Right.
Nobody. And if the Bills play their brand of football, like you said earlier, Brendan, that everybody is hitting on all cylinders, like this team's going to be hard to beat.
Now is the time. I mean, we talked about how all year they haven't. The defense was good one week or one half, and the offense was good the other half. And this is the time is now for them to pull their heads out of their asses.
Hey, hold on. We got to call out this asshole here. Manchester, 1972. Bills suck. Jacksonville will smoke that weak defense.
Okay.
Maybe they will.
That's my Josh Allen response. Okay.
Yeah. Who's Manchester? I mean, Manchester where?
I don't know. Probably
Manchester United.
Probably Manchester, Massachusetts.
This is the real football.
Or New Hampshire. Sorry, that's probably New Hampshire.
Manchester, Florida.
Yeah, who knows?
There you go.
Blow me, buddy.
With all due respect.
Oh, he's in the UK. My apologies.
That's what I
My
said.
apologies.
United, yeah.
God, what time is it over there?
Well,
Everybody
Five in the
morning.
UK is a
3
Jacksonville
in the
Jaguars
morning?
fan because it's the only team they ever saw play over there.
Oh,
Every
that's
goddamn
true.
year.
That's
True story.
true. Very true. What's his name? Khan? Who owns that team? Yeah. 3 a.m. God bless you, buddy.
Yeah,
Going to bed or getting up for work? Let's see how fast he can respond.
yeah. What do you do, Manchester?
Yeah. You in the import-export?
Oh, Herb,
you just lost to him.
Herb's gonna get into it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
He's gonna start bashing fish and chips soon and all this shit.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so, I don't know. What are you guys doing for the game? Doing anything?
Probably
Usual routine?
Yep.
Mike, you said you were going to watch a game this year with us.
I did. Well, kind of.
The outdoor game.
I didn't, did I?
No. Maybe next season.
Fucking beans and toast.
Yeah.
What?
Fish and chips.
I love you all, but my wife is much better looking. So,
all right. Well, folks, we don't need to keep dragging. Any final thoughts?
go Bills. That's it. That's all I can say.
Just do your business, do what you got to do, and just don't fuck up and do anything stupid.
Yep.
Like to have a happy podcast next week.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, just remember who you are. You're better than them. So there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, we're guaranteed at least one more podcast. One more. All right.
Let's make it a happy one.
Well, yeah. What do you? I guess we could talk about next podcast. The biggest surprises coming out of there and shit. This guy's picking Jacksonville 35, Bills 14. Come on, man. No way. Have you ever seen Josh Allen play in the playoffs?
It's all right. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, even if it's wrong.
Trevor Lawrence has got one playoff win. Josh has got 7.
I think 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too that we didn't really
Let's
touch on.
Okay.
Was when we were kind of talking about, pressure and stuff like that. Like, there's a fair amount of pressure on Trevor Lawrence as well to actually have a good showing in a playoff game.
Yeah.
And go deep on a deep playoff run.
As much as I agree with you, and I do agree with you, it's worse on Josh.
I think so too, but, obviously, like, it's going to mean a lot to him as well.
Yeah,
I think it's going to bring
fair.
him,
Yeah, because he's the number one pick. A few years ago, he's supposed to be like one of the better quarterbacks to come out in a while, and he really hasn't done a whole lot. Like I like that one playoff game that I'm talking about against the Chargers. They lost. The Chargers came back to beat him by like a point, and they haven't done much in the playoffs at all. Last year, I think they were like 4-13 or something like that. So he really hasn't done a whole lot. I think he's a good player, but I think you're right. I think there is a little bit of pressure that probably more for Josh, but. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I guess you just hope that, like, the playoff experience trumps that, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the Bills have the playoff experience versus maybe debatably a better team in Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. So, that debate always comes up, and that's going to come up with a lot of these other matchups, I think, where you have, the Rams, like Stafford's been there, done that.
Yep.
Like he's going to be poised and ready for that game. Like obviously we just said it's the biggest, the biggest, one of the biggest lines there. But, some of these, we have some new faces in this playoff, that's for sure. And I think that, experience seems to trump that in a normal NFL playoff.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. Josh Allen has the most playoff experience in the entire AFC.
Yeah.
Bracket, right?
Yeah, of who's left. Yep.
That should help us.
You would think so, yeah.
I hope so. Yeah.
I just secured us an interview next week during the pod. My friend Marco is going to the game in Jacksonville.
Oh, nice.
So he will call in and give us a rundown. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to get a little insight as to how it went down there.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yep.
I actually looked at flights for that, and then I stopped dreaming of that.
His sister lives in Jacksonville and comes
nice.
home for most of the Bills games, and so he's going to go stay down there with her and go. And so, yeah,
That's cool.
Very cool.
Yep. He's my buddy with the Bills bus.
Oh, yes, this Bills bus.
Yep. We were on it this weekend.
I did see it.
Yeah.
Herb, I got a new job for you. You're not going to come in studio anymore, or you can come in studio, but you're going to be the moderator
The official troll
for the comment section of the podcast for us, so you can take care of these people. So,
There you go.
because I can't do all of it.
All right.
He loves the trolling. All right, folks. We've taken too much of your time. Go Bills. Do what you got to do. Hungry, humble, whatever. Just
win.
Make some blocks, score some points.
You don't have to be
Run
humble.
the football.
Yeah,
Fucking
don't even
do
be
it.
humble. Just fucking win.
Fucking do it.
Yeah. Just do what you got to do.
Yep.
So, I wish that the blanking ref for the Ravens game had eyes like what was that game?
Don't know.
Don't know. What play specifically do you think he's talking about?
I mean, I did watch that field goal not get made, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just field goals. 3 of them, I think, did not get made in that game.
Yeah.
Wee. Somebody's asking me. I don't know. There's some random shit in here. So, all righty, folks. You have a good one. Be safe. Go Bills, and we'll see you next week.
Go Bills.
Go
All right,
Bills.
Go Bills. I'm a Lifeline Cowboys fan. That's why I'm miserable. That Manchester guy.
Yep, can't blame him there.
Well, also, like, who knows if this guy's fucking from the UK or if he's just some weirdo online.
Yeah.
It's interesting, like, how do people, like, find this stuff? Like,
I have no clue. We're getting people from all over the place.
they're probably not subscribers.
This is the most interaction. Before we started, what did I tell you? 129?
Yeah.
We're up to 140.
No shit. Oh. Wow. Okay. Well, let's do this every time.
I know.
Yeah, that works.
Because I wonder, like, is there a setting on
You can search
YouTube
lives.
just to see live,
Yeah,
random
there
lives?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there is. You can
Because somebody was like, what is this podcast about? And they're like, oh, it's a sports podcast.
Okay, so if I just go on the top and just hit live.
Yep, that'll pull up everything that's live right now.
Oh, okay.
Seriously?
I never knew that.
Because I was like, I don't recognize any of these freaking names.
Worship night, 21 days of prayer and fasting at the Northwest Church.
There you go.
16 are watching.
All right, boys, I'm going home. I got an early morning. Not as early as you, I'm sure, Kyle, but for me it is.
Interesting.
Sorry I yelled at you, Denny.
See you later. What's that?
Sorry I yelled at you.
Oh, no. You got it.
I don't care about that, Denny. All right, gents.
All right,
We'll see
man.
you next week.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
See you later.
Yeah, this guy's testing out the Wonder Oven live. I don't know.
Because the oven is basically a heater. Holy cow!
Are you going on, you going to check out Random Lives?
Yeah, should I write,
So we're chopping the apples.
what is this conversation about?
Dicing them up. I did it.
Hi from Pakistan.
Yeah, live from Pakistan. I could just say I'm from fucking wherever.
Yeah.
Be good, do good. God bless, and go Bills.
You just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
The ZaBillsPodcast is naturally assembled by Kmart Studio Productions. Sponsored by Doug's Chiropractic and MJB Electric. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already, please rate, review, and leave a comment. It certainly won't hurt. Executively produced, executive sound engineering, fundraising, music, lighting, recruiting, treasury, pizza, costume design, all by yours truly, me, Kyle. And all artwork was created by Avery and Mark Rochelle.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please drive carefully, arrive home safely. Good night. Yeah, baby.